guys, today on Overtime Arcade, we're going to do something a little bit different. That's right, we're traveling cross-country all the way to Los Angeles, California to check out what might just be the greatest garage arcade that you will ever see. It's owned by Claw Forums user Fatherpain. You might have seen pictures of Fatherpain's Garcade on the Claw Forums, but today, yes today, he's opening up his home to us and we're going to get a VIP all-access exclusive tour of Fatherpain's Garcade, his garage arcade. And I am really excited for this, so why don't we get started? Let's go!
Overtime!
All right, guys, like I said, we got something really special for you today. I'm out here in an undisclosed part of Fullerton, California. This is one of the most amazing private home arcade collections that you will ever see. We're right out here. We're about to go in. This place goes by a couple different names. You can see it's called Coin Detected right here. Sometimes it goes by Time Extended. I've always known it as Fatherpain's Garcade. So why don't we go right on in through the VIP entrance for the VIP tour. Holy smokes. And here's the guy right here who made all of this possible. This is Tom, aka Fatherpain from the Claw Forums. Tom, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, Charlie. I just want to say thank you very much for coming out here and making the trip all the way from Washington, D.C.
No problem. I came here just for you. This is not a work trip. Don't believe the hype.
Don't lie.
I came here just for you.
I appreciate it. You know, Charlie, you're setting the actual record for most distance traveled.
No kidding.
Yes. It was formerly held by John from Arizona, who was overtaken by Mr. Walter Day from Iowa.
Walter Day.
Yes.
There have been some big luminaries who have come through this home collection. And Tom, we'll start right here with perhaps the most important machine in the entire collection. Tell me about this change machine here.
Yeah, so the history behind this is actually I didn't want it originally, but I had a friend that was showing me the ins and outs of having a game room, how to set up a game room. And he insisted that I buy this from him when he upgraded his machine. And at the time, I didn't want it. And he said, hey, take it from me. It's $200. I was like, okay. I didn't want to him off, so I ended up buying it for him to humor him. But it turned out after I started doing a game room for myself, I was so happy that I did have this machine. It's a fantastic looking machine. It's an RDAC machine.
Okay.
I keep it stocked with quarters. As I mentioned, I might have mentioned that all my games are set for quarter operation.
And there's you got 43 games here.
43 games.
Almost all of them on quarters.
Yes. So of those games, maybe 5 of them are not on quarter operation.
Okay.
But the rest of them are. And it's one of those things that just kind of adds to the vibe of the whole experience.
You get that kinetic experience.
Yeah,
right.
Everyone's got, it's the quarter
clunk.
drop. The quarter drop, right? It's the quarter drop. That's really important, right? So I do that. Everyone thinks it's pretty cool. I think it's a really cool thing. I'm glad to have it.
Love it.
Yep.
So what are we putting our quarters in? Let's go through these games here.
All right. Well, as I mentioned, I have 43 arcade games, and this right here is my Atari arcade section, dedicated as an homage to my friend Francis Mariani, who was the original owner of the Atari arcade. That's his actual sign from his game room. But if he ever comes back into the hobby, I'll gladly give it right back to him. I'll gladly return it. But this section here consists of 8 dedicated Atari games, and some of these games actually came from the Atari arcade. So Francis restored this Missile Command for me, and all of my games have burn-free monitors.
Beautiful.
So the controls are perfect. It's just a fantastic game.
The quick walkthrough we did, these games are in immaculate condition.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate that. This Asteroids Deluxe was belonged in the Atari arcade, came from the Atari arcade. Beautiful condition. As was this Marble Madness. This Marble Madness came from the Atari arcade. It's a crowd favorite. A lot of kids like to come and play this game. It's a fantastic game.
Everyone loves Marble Madness.
Yes.
And then they get a level or 2 in and it becomes hard as nails.
Yes, it's a very difficult game. Very difficult game. If you see someone playing high level, you'll know it. You'll see it. Same goes true for Missile Command. I had Jack Gale came over and played that game and showed me how to properly play that. And I have a lot of practice to do. You might have noticed that there's arcade posters. That's an original
You got
arcade
a ton of these, like all over the arcade, and they're all originals.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wow.
They're all originals.
All right, next to the Marble Madness, we also have another beautiful Atari game here, one that I recently got for my own. This one's in even nicer condition than mine. I thought mine was nice. This one is super nice.
Oh, thank you.
Crystal Castles.
Yeah, this is a game that I played, well, most of these games I played as a kid. So I'm 55 years old, and when I was a kid, I can't say that my childhood was that great, but what was great about it was I'd get some money, either beg, borrow, or steal, and I'd be out in the town, and Crystal Castles is one of those games that I would come across and drop quarters in and stay out and not come home until 10 o'clock at night. That we were able to do that kind of stuff as early teenagers and stuff during the early 80s.
Yeah.
This Atari Millipede, the backstory on this is is a home use only cabinet. This belonged to Ben Gold, the world record holder of Millipede.
Very cool.
He won this in a contest.
With his Millipede skills?
Yes, he did. And then we actually, when we received it, when I say home use only, it wasn't perfect. We had to do some restoration, you know, so like the marquee got replaced, monitor got replaced, because typically these come with Matsushitas.
Yeah, nobody likes those.
AKA Matsushita.
Yep.
So we got new monitor in there, new trackball rebuilt, new, this is a reproduction CPO, and then put a translucent light in there, so it works perfectly now. It's also got the 2-in-1 kit, so with a touch of button, you can switch between that and Centipede, right? A lot of people have that.
Something special right here, too.
Oh, yes. So step right here, it's in its current state, it's actually a Gravatar right now, but in reality, it's a Black Widow, and a dedicated Black Widow. This also came from the Atari-cade. Interesting story about this one is most Black Widows are conversions, so if you were to peel the side art, you would find Gravatar underneath, but this is a dedicated, one of the few dedicated Black Widows.
From the factory.
From the factory, yes.
But you got a Gravatar kit installed right now.
Correct, yes. I'm space limited in Southern California, and it kind of sounds silly to complain that I only got 43 games, but I would love to be some of those guys on the East Coast or wherever they have basements and have, they can have hundreds of games. So because I'm space limited, I have to do a little bit of multi switching and kits and stuff like that. Over here we've got pole position. It's got pole position
next
1.
to the pole position poster.
Yes, to the pole position poster. That pole position poster, it's not actually an arcade poster per se. It's a home computer, I believe.
Oh yeah,
poster.
okay.
Yeah, but
for
it's still,
I see that.
but it is fantastic. It complements Atari pole position very well. This pole position has both pole position 1 and pole position 2 in it, although my preference is pole position 1. We recently had the world record holder. It's terrible that I forget his name, but he was out here just a month ago to play this machine.
Nice.
Next to pole position, we have Rampart.
Look at that. And this is a special Rampart, you were saying.
It is. It's a home use only that was at the Atari headquarters in Milpitas, California.
Wow. Look at that.
And it's one of those games that I bought. I never really played it. Back in the day, I saw it, but I never played it. It's a little bit complex, but once you play it, it's a fantastic game. It's a little combination between Missile Command and Tetris elements, and it's really fun multiplayer. Fantastic game.
Awesome. And this one here is a beautiful example of a Berserk with a cool topper up here.
Yes. So this Berserk, it's got a perfect 360 joystick on it, along with one of the reproduction bat top sticks.
Yep.
I think it was, I want to say, hopefully I've given the proper credit, but I believe that this was made by C&L Moore, as was this reproduction.
Yeah, this control panel overlay is gorgeous.
Absolutely fantastic.
And it's like silk screened onto the metal.
It is. It's a high quality job. It's super great.
Very nice.
And then this topper is actually a Take-Man topper for pole position. And the pole position topper is an original one, but I bought a second one, like reproduction, but then I ended up using it for this Berserk topper. So I was gifted these little figurines from the Mod Father pinball, and then I put one of those little oscillating lights for the robot there.
Like a Cylon.
Yeah. I intend to do the others when I have more time. Maybe they have different colors, maybe with red or something like that. But that's the topper that I've done for that. This is my little Williams kind of row, if you will. I've got Robotrol, and Robotrol's a fun game. Robotron, I just noticed that the marquee's out, so after this video, I'll go make sure I'll see what's going on with that, why that's burned out. And then a home use only Sinistar.
Very nice.
So these games are fantastic. Again, all these screens are burn free. And again, this is a home use only Sinistar.
Beautiful. Love it.
Tough as nails, but I do want to give a shout out to the work that these guys, they're making some, I think they're making some modifications to the board sets, right? They have that you can have some like thruster fire and
I think that was from the AMOA, or it was like it was on the cutting room floor. They couldn't fit it on the ROM originally, or
something like that. Yeah, and someone's gone through and taken the time to decode it and everything. It's fantastic, phenomenal. It's very exciting to see that work being done in the year 2025.
Yeah,
I just haven't had time yet to get that upgrade, but that's on my list of things to do.
Very cool. We got a couple of Taito cabs here in a row.
Yes, that's my small little Taito row here. We got Frontline, one of my favorite games. Frontline, that was a very difficult game to track down. It's got a new old stock.
Oh yeah,
new old stock. Fire button, aim button. We also got Elevator Action.
Love Elevator Action.
Elevator Action was a game I played a lot when I was a kid. Zookeeper is a game that I don't have much experience with. I kind of got it because everyone was kind of hyping the game and saying what a great game it was. But I've had Jack Gale, the world record holder here. He comes out here. Yes Way. But
Yes Way.
Yes Way. He does come out here on occasion, and he puts up big scores on here. And it's it's one of those things to do. I want to try to learn from him.
These posters are amazing too. I keep getting distracted by the posters.
Oh, thank you. Yes,
a couple of Gottlieb hits here.
Yes, we got the Q*berts with the swearing marquee, production swearing marquee, and then Mad Planets, who I got this from Anthony Petrak from Port Arcade, and it took me a lot of convincing. He didn't just sell this; he didn't put it up for sale. It was one of those I had to pry from him.
Well, and the audio and music on Mad Planets is incredible.
Absolutely, and it looks really simple, but it gets super intense. I would say that's probably my most intense game in the whole entire arcade, as far as action goes. It starts off easy, but then it ramps up very, very quickly in difficulty. Fantastic game. Next to Mad Planets, we've got a Zeke's Peak. Another one I kind of just picked up. I never played it before, but I've had it in the collection for over 10 years. It's a crowd pleaser. People come and they love to play this game. So it's cool. It's a little electromechanical game.
Yeah. Just like ice cold beer, but
it's exactly
climbing the Swiss Alps or something, right?
Yeah, it's got I like the artwork a little. It's more family, more of a family-oriented artwork. But I believe that the map or whatever you will is exactly the same. It's just the only difference is just the artwork.
Theming, yeah.
Yeah, the theming, sure.
And here's a highlight for sure right here. A Star Trek captain's chair.
Yes, that's a fantastic game. It can only really be experienced when you're sitting inside with the full audio on it. It's one of those games that I was a little bit reluctant to pick up, just because I hear the stories and the nightmares, and they say that it's a very difficult game to keep running.
Well, the monitor for sure.
The monitor, you also might have a chance of it catching fire or something like that. But so far, so good. It's been.
We'll keep an eye on it.
We'll keep an eye on it. Yeah. I want to give a shout out to my good buddy James V833. He is a critical component of me hosting on a regular basis. He comes and he's donates his time, fixes these games. He's brilliant. He fixed Star Trek, which had been down for like over a year, and then he came and he figured it out, brought it back to life, and it's working like a champ.
They got the Star Trek poster right above it.
Yep.
Right next to something that's maybe a little less family friendly.
Yes.
And that's an original Centipede nudie poster.
That is, and it's very difficult to find. I've only seen, outside of here, I've only seen one in real life, and that was at my friend's Atari Arcade. I believe Mr. Bill, I think Mr. Bill 2084, he has one. He has an extensive, fantastic poster collection. I believe he has one as well.
As nice as it is, I feel like I got to cover it up just so I don't get in trouble with YouTube. And then over here, right, we got a ton of games here. We got this Assault. One thing that really stands out to me is sort of how these games kind of all fit together. Like you said, you're space constrained, everybody is, but like even just the thoughtfulness right here of the Zeke's Peak being here because it's less deep right, which gives you access to get into the captain's
Exactly,
chair.
yes.
And we turn the corner here, which gets a little tight, and then this assault is a very narrow cabinet.
Correct.
So that slots in right there perfectly. It's
Yes.
really thoughtful.
Thank you.
How you've positioned everything, you know?
It's been, I wish I could say that I was a super genius and I arrived at this layout like that, but this has been the result, the culmination, if you will, of hundreds of attempts.
It's like playing Tetris, right?
It is, and with
Yes way.
Yes way. With a tape measure and trying and trial and error and seeing you put something, sometimes you think it's going to look good here and it doesn't. If you pan back and look at the short row of Taito and Gottlieb games, are all about the same height. And the reason I put them there was that so I can put the posters above them,
which are awesome,
right? So you have wall space, kind of freed up some wall space there. But yes, everything's been kind of pieced together, like as you astutely picked up on. The depth of Zeke's Peak allows entry coming into Star Trek. Good access there.
Everything fits together.
Everything
I
fits
keep saying
together.
to myself, that's a good place to put that. That's a good place to put that.
It is. It is. Yeah, so you come over here, then we have Assault. Assault has new old stock sticks, which you won't find very many of those. Unfortunately, they get beat up on location, but a lot of people have like aftermarket ones. But if you feel it, that's a new old stock stick.
Yeah, look at that.
I even have a backup set. I'm a little bit OCD, like a lot of people in this hobby are. Got backup set of new old stock sticks. Here's a Mr. Dew's Castle. It's a dedicated, but it's not. There was no dedicated. It was a kit version. But this is something that was built up. They did an excellent job. I think this was a Dan Sullivan creation. So yeah, if you look at it, it's got fantastic artwork.
It's
a
very
very
nice.
good one. And it's right next to one of my favorite games of all time, Mr. Dew. I think a very underrated game.
And not just any Mr. Dew.
It's a Mr. Dew Universal dedicated. In fact, this one, the
disco
disco ball
ball
is not working for some reason. Sometimes it's kind of finicky. Wants to turn on. Maybe it'll turn on tonight. Maybe later we'll get
I don't know how well it's shown up on camera, but it's like the black light is grabbing some of this accents here.
Yes.
Look how gorgeous that cabinet is.
It's an amazing cabinet.
Very cool.
Like I said, I kind of feel a little chagrined because the fluorescent starter didn't start on there, but we'll get that working again.
Yeah. A little addendum here. This is very, very important. Tom wanted you all to see. He didn't touch it. It came on its own. Maybe the starter's going out, but the disco light on the Universal cabinet, the Universal Mr. Dew, is alive and well. And look how beautiful this cabinet is. That's awesome.
Right next to Mr. Dew, and actually Mr. Dew is one of the games that one of my favorite games of a regular guest that comes here, Paul Dean. He spends a lot of time on Mr. Dew, as do I. We go head to head at it. We're our top scores are in the 300,000, so it's a serious game.
Yeah.
Very good game.
Another cool game right next to it.
Yes, Bosconian. Very underrated game. I love this game, and anybody wants to play Bosconian with me, I'm all about it. It's a game that, for some reason, it's very underrated, but it's a unique game. There's no other game that plays like it at all.
Got the poster above it.
Yes, you won't find very many of those. It's a Bosconian dedicated
and it's
poster.
subtle, too, because like the poster, if you don't know what this is, you're not going to know that it's a Bosconian poster,
Yeah.
It doesn't say it,
It doesn't say it, but for players
people
of
who
Bosconian,
know.
they'll recognize that that's green space station.
Yep.
They'll know that.
It's one of those if you know, you know type of things.
Exactly.
And this, again, all these games, Tom, are immaculate and gorgeous. Look at this. Very cool. And the Tempest poster right here.
Yeah, I love Tempest. Sadly, that was one game I had, and eventually it made its exit. Just too problematic for me, and I had to, once you reach the cap, then you have to make tough decisions sometimes about what comes in and what goes out.
Is this the list of all the games that are in here? Or
This is a list of games. It's a combination of dedicated games and also like some of my favorite arcade PCBs.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So right below, and I haven't had time to fully populate. When someone comes and makes a high score, they send me a picture, and I'm supposed to come up and put their score up with their initials. But it takes these are old school letters, so it's not really easy, and I have to actually go through here and kind of make some changes. So when you do that, you got to change everything.
And right below that, we got some candy cabs.
Yeah, so we have 3 candy cabs. We got 2 Taito Egret 2s, and also a Sega Astro City 2, which you don't find very often. When I first started collecting, I was into candy cabs. First, I started off with a Super Gun, collecting PCBs. Then I graduated candy cabs, and at one time I had like about 11 candy cabs.
Wow.
Yeah, and then
Not very common on the East Coast.
no, I had all kinds of like highly desirable ones. At the time, we were living in an apartment, and my wife somehow I convinced her to let me have these candy cabs in this little 2-bedroom apartment.
11 candy cabs in an apartment.
Yeah. Now, as a result of that, there's a moratorium. I cannot have any games in the house.
Okay.
So, but I'm not complaining because I do have a dedicated arcade space here, which I appreciate. But then I used to collect them and play these PCBs, and basically anything with a joystick and buttons you can adapt to here.
Oh yeah.
Also got a Mr. Cade in here as well that you can play
Nice.
everything. But at some point I realized there were certain games that I couldn't play on a candy cab, and that's how I started collecting dedicated games.
Because they have unique controls, or they're
Correct.
not JAMA.
That's right. And the first game I ever bought was a Crazy Climber Cocktail.
Yeah.
And then right after that, picked up a Spy Hunter Cockpit.
Yep.
And then from there, I kind of spiraled, and I started collecting games with either dedicated controls or special monitors or something unique. And then after I got the games that I wanted, pretty much, then I started relaxing my criteria and started getting joystick and button games, which could be played here.
Yeah.
It's just that, for example, there's just so amazing, and the artwork and the whole thing, the presence of it is so amazing. Like Mr. Do, for example, that's a game I just had to have. Bosconian, same thing. So there's a lot of those games kind of sprinkled in.
And we got this amazing carpet here too.
Yes, carpet was the very last thing I did in the arcade. Some people, maybe I did it backwards. I don't know.
Because you got to move them twice.
Yes, and and carpet is one of those things where it's really difficult to picture or to choose the right carpet. What carpet is going to be the right carpet for your space? This is a carpet design that I had been eyeing for many, many, many years. It's called Barbed Wire.
Barbed wire.
And you can find this at Flagship Carpets in Georgia. And the colors are customizable. So I customized the colors to fit this room. And it came out really, really good.
Yeah.
It came out to 3 choices. It came out. There was a World Wide Web design, which was cool. There's also a galaxy type space with UFOs design was cool too. But this is the one I ended up choosing.
Here's something I had a question for you. These monitors look like they're in sync. Right?
Yes, they are.
So what's going on here?
All right. So this is a home use only Neo Geo Big Red, and so as you see, they're both running in this instance Bust-A-Move, and Bust-A-Move at this arcade is a serious game.
Okay.
We've got some serious competitors that come in here, and one of the competitors prefers to play using these Sanwa joysticks on the Grid 2. I, on the other hand, I prefer playing on the Neo Geo.
Yeah.
Like I did in the past. I like this. So what happened here is that my friend, he made a patch cable that connects both of these together. So one player on the left side will play on the left side, and the other player will play on the right side, and they're linked.
That's cool.
So that's what's kind of going on here. So we have epic Puzzle Bobble Wars on this game. So if anybody has good Puzzle Bobble skills and they want to come out and play, please give me a ring or drop me a line, and we'll get you out here.
Challenge has been thrown out there. And here's a game that I'm very jealous of right here.
Yes.
TaxScan.
TaxScan, yeah. This is a game that you're not going to find very often.
This is maybe the second I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's very difficult to find. I actually...
Another Sega Vector game.
Yeah, I actually saw this on location when I was a kid, and the only place I saw this on location was at Disneyland. I want to think it was called Spaceport, I believe it was called.
Okay.
And I've never seen one ever since. And when I started collecting, I saw one for sale, and it got snapped up like that, and it was too late. And I waited maybe 20 years to find one.
Yeah.
And I actually found this nice, beautiful condition one, and I snapped it up like right away.
Let me tell you, the camera's not doing it justice how awesome this monitor looks. I can just tell looking at the preview, the view screen here. This is an awesome looking monitor.
Oh yeah, it's like one of the most beautiful color vector games. Whether it's Sega, Atari, anybody, this TaxScan is a beautiful, beautiful game.
And even though it's, the Sega converted cabinet, which is kind of like Zaxxon, the artwork here is great. The marquee almost gives a little bit of a Transformers vibe to it. And the control panel overlay has this great blacklight accents. There's the, yeah.
Maybe it's so nice. Maybe it deserves a playthrough.
Yeah, do it. The cardboard bezel looks amazing. So let's play a little bit of
let's give it a
TaxScan
shot.
here, Tom. Are you an elite TaxScan player?
I'm not, but I'm good enough to get through at least get through a few phases. Guys, you see, like, you have, like, you control, like, ships, right, with a spinner, and they're in formation. Now, you can shoot fast, and if you shoot fast, you're limited on the distance, you see? But if you shoot long shots, then your weapon goes further.
Yeah, it's almost like your shot gets canceled if you hit the fire button.
Right.
Change in formation.
Yep. Now you continue until you lose all of your ships. And so you can kind of replenish your ships there. You can also add a ship. You can see I can add ships, and I'm back. Now it switches to a unique 3D perspective.
Yeah. And at this age, you know, this is 1982, that was only possible with a vector game. You weren't going to do that kind of perspective change with a raster game.
No, probably not. It wouldn't look as good, nearly as clean. The lines are super clean. But yeah, you have the different, like, normal UFOs that you can destroy. Then you got that killer UFO right there, and oh shoot. Well, I'm down to, like, you can see I'm adding ships, you see? See how I added some ships there?
Yep, yep.
There's a button here to
You
add
have
ships.
like your reserve up there at the top,
Oh,
how many ships you have left.
Yes. And then in this level is pretty easy. You just kind of stay within the flight pattern.
Yep.
Just don't crash on the sides. And then it repeats. And then it gets harder and harder and harder.
Yeah, this monitor, like I said, there's some glare and reflections that are only showing up on the camera. The camera's trying to adjust. This monitor is amazingly beautiful.
I don't think I'm going to last much longer. I'm down to my last ship.
Uh-oh.
I'm trying to hang in there.
Oh. Tom, that's great.
And there's TaxScan for
Very
you.
cool.
Thank you.
And here's one that I own, Time Pilot, right next to it.
Oh, yeah.
Time Pilot's a cool game. Not quite as intense or amazing as TaxScan.
But a great game nonetheless.
Very
It's a
cool.
game I played at the arcade when I was a kid. I poured a lot of quarters in Time Pilot.
Your marquee is a lot nicer than mine.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah, it's a more on the more common side, but you know, like for games like this that are just such great games, you just got to make room for them.
Yeah. Well, you know what game is not common is this one right here next to it.
Oh,
Bank
yes.
Panic with like some merchandising kind of sign here or something.
That's I hate to admit it, but that's a side art of a second Bank Panic. That's a side art of a second Bank Panic.
Oh my gosh.
So what happened was, I hate to admit this, but this Bank Panic is a combination of a couple Bank Panics.
Okay.
And after I stripped out the other Bank Panic, I didn't think anybody wanted it, so I ended up destroying it.
Oh,
I had ruined. And the only thing that was salvageable was that side art. So I had someone cut out the side art for art.
We won't tell anybody. Arcade Confidential.
But yes, Bank Panic is a fantastic game. It's a game that I didn't see in the when I was a kid. Somebody told me about the arcade PCB, and I picked up the arcade PCB, and I liked the game so much. When I learned that there was dedicated Bank Panics out there, I put it on my list of things to try to capture, try to acquire. I mean,
and one thing that's kind of neat is Sega developed, released by Bally Midway, because this was sort of 1983 it says, but I think this was like late 1983. And Sega had gotten out of distributing games in North America temporarily, and so there were a couple other games like Future Spy was one too that Sega developed and Bally Midway released. Future Spy kind of like Zaxxon 3, but yeah, Bank Panic. I don't think I've ever seen another Bank Panic in person.
Yeah, it's an interesting Bank Panic. I actually have probably the only Newell stock CPO. It's not applied. This is the original CPO, but it's so nice that I feel like I don't want to change it. And as you see, like if you look closely here, it's got this like kind of little patina or thing here, right, where it actually looks like it, because it's like an old Western theme. It kind of seems like it fits. So I haven't had the heart to change it over. So I just kind of have that there.
This bezel's gorgeous. So cool.
We've also had the world record holder Gary Hatz come and play on this machine.
Nice.
He comes every once in a while. Southern California is kind of a hotbed for a lot of skilled players. So you're running into all kinds of like world record holders.
Well, and we played this a while ago. This was a Overtime Arcade on our private members-only Discord. We do a weekly tournament, and we played Bank Panic a couple months ago, and I got hooked on it. I was playing a ton of Bank Panic when that was our weekly tournament game. So this is something, if you haven't played it, even just fired up in MAME or something, try it out. This is a really cool game. A game that everyone knows, and it is also a really cool game, is Tapper. And here's a beautiful example of a Bud Tapper right here.
Yeah, it's one of those games I resisted getting. I've wanted one for a long time, but I kind of resisted getting it. And it's one of those games where, it's like I didn't want to spend the money for it.
Yeah.
As horrible as it sounds, because they're usually going for about $3,500, $4,500 and up.
Well, I mean, it's not the rarest game, but everyone loves it.
Everybody
Everyone
wants it. Yep.
People that have it don't want to sell it.
That's right. It's a really, really fun game. So because of that,
artwork looks nice.
Yes. I finally plunked down and broke down and finally said, you know what, I gotta get one of these. It's a complete thing. One of the little known facts is a lot of these tapper handles, they actually have a spot for a set screw where you can fix the handle. You see, my handles do not rotate.
Yep.
So with a set screw and Allen's head, you just tighten it up, and boom, and it feels so much. So much
they
nicer.
don't go back. Sometimes people will put in Galaga sticks or something, and they'll twist, they'll turn all around, and they can go forwards, but they're really only supposed to come down like an actual beer tap. So that's great. That's really nice.
Yes. So yeah. So for anyone out there that's maybe watching this video, and if you have a tapper, I suggest, like I said, you can
go to Ace Hardware and get that set screw.
Yeah, or you can message me and I'll send a free set for you. Complimentary set.
All right, another game that I am ultra jealous of, and you already mentioned it, is this Spy Hunter Sit Down, which this was the second game you ever owned, I think you said, Tom?
That's correct. So I started collecting dedicated arcade games back in 2002 or 2003, and this was the second game, and this is my most, probably if you will, my grail game, if you will.
Me too.
I played a crap load of Spy Hunter stand-up version, sit-down version. I played it wherever I could find a sit-down version. It was a treat. Usually at a mall arcade is where I found it. I got so lucky. I found this on KLOV for $300.
Wow.
And down in San Diego, and I picked it up, and it needed a little bit of restoration. So this particular Spy Hunter has a new burn-free monitor, as most of my games have. Okay, it has new old stock controls, new old stock weapons van, buttons, the steering assembly. It's got a crack-free plastic collar, which is very uncommon, although I believe someone's taken the time to reproduce those now, but that's original. It's got an uncracked new old stock seat. We machined new bronze bushings for the steering, so the steering is nice and tight. It's absolutely beautiful.
I would love to have one of these. This is probably the #1 item on my wanted list, so if anyone out there has a Spy Hunter Sit Down for $300, I would love to be as lucky as Tom was and get one of these.
Yeah, I think the prices sadly have kind of risen.
Yes.
But, and an interesting thing is my good friend Paul Dean, a Spy Hunter world record holder, he's a regular attendee to my events. He comes out here and plays this every once in a while.
There you go.
Of course, if he were to play seriously, he'd marathon the thing. But usually, he'll come out and give a demonstration for people that are interested, because a lot of people that get invited to the arcade, they've never played Spy Hunter, and it's not one of those games where it's really intuitive to someone right away. But it was one of those games that, for some reason,
it's not a race.
No, and it's one of those games that it just clicked for me when I was a kid. I always know how to play it. I'm a pretty good player. But some people come in here, they really struggle with the controls.
I'm jealous.
So,
and this is another one where it's just such a perfect spot for it to be right here.
Oh, yeah.
It's a featured part of the collection.
Correct.
This is the ideal place for it. You get to see all of it, and it's awesome.
It's one of my showstoppers. There's another showstopper in here that you'll probably see a little bit later.
We'll save that for the end.
Yeah, but yes.
And then next right here is a pigskin. This is also a pretty uncommon game, isn't it?
It is, and it's really, really fun. It's got a beautiful, if you notice, it's got a beautiful marquee that's kind of, there's got a backdrop, some depth to it.
Almost like a shadow box.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those games that I saw at my arcade, Yogi's Arcade in Anaheim, but I never played it. It's the spiritual sequel to Arch Rivals, which I also love.
But it's football.
But it's football, and I'm trying to get Arch Rivals to work in here, but I've been unsuccessful. But I haven't given up on it yet. But it's one of those games that you play it. It's so fun head to head. I took a gamble on it just based on people's reviews that loved it, but there's not that many of them because not that many people saw it. It's an obscure game. I took a chance on it, and it's one of the favorite games here to play in the arcade. Mono a Mono. So it's a great game. Just
cool.
total fun game. It is.
Let's wrap around the island of games we have here in the middle. We sort of did the outer loop.
Yep.
And now here is the inner loop. Next up we have Commando, Data East Commando.
Oh yeah, it's another one of my favorites. That growing up, I played that game a lot. Sadly though, my skills have kind of dropped off. I'm not as good as some of the people that come and play. My good friend.
And look at this. This is a Commando monitor that doesn't have Commando burn. Commando has some of the craziest burn usually.
It did. And now on this one, it's a little interesting. I put a new old stock monitor, but to get the beautiful image is great. But the thing is, for some reason, it just won't vertically stretch or horizontally stretch as much as it should. But it's something that we can live with to get a nice, clean monitor.
We have a really nice example of a early Defender with the stainless steel coin door here.
Yes, another one with
the artwork on this is like really nice too.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, this is another game that is difficult to play on a candy cab, although it can be done. I have a jamming adapter to do so, and
but if the buttons aren't in the right spots, you know, that muscle memory.
Yeah, and it's so much better on the dedicated. It's also got a burn-free monitor. We've also got, next to it, I got a home use only Burger Time.
Nice.
Another great game there.
With the very, very unique cabinet shape. There's no hiding a converted Burger Time.
That's right. And if you pan around here, you might see a little bit of the side art here. Peter Pepper, I think that's his name.
There he is, Peter Pepper.
Yep. Home use only that I picked up from Las Vegas.
Awesome.
Next to that is Smash TV. Smash TV, it's got one of the few unfaded marquees, and I actually lent that out to Phoenix Arcade, Darren at Phoenix Arcade, so that he could, Darren Jacobs, so that he could reproduce that and help out some other collectors out there. It's a beautiful game.
And here we have Arnold.
Arnold, yes. Terminator 2.
Yes way.
Yes way. It's one of my favorite shooter games, and it just captured did such a tremendous job on Terminator 2. Just a great game overall. I've got new old stock guns. I've got another set of guns in reserve. I got I took a pinball translite.
Oh yeah, okay.
Made a nice beautiful topper there. So it's kind of cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
This is probably one of my most played games.
Everyone likes shooters. Everyone likes racers.
Yep. You got that great Terminator 2 Arnold side art there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can capture that or not.
And then backed up to that, we have Tournament Cyberball.
Yeah, no,
another very, very unique cabinet.
Yes, it's and this is it's an interesting game, a fun game, but it's a game that's very, very difficult to place in an arcade.
Yeah.
It's extremely difficult. I finally came up with this layout, and this layout suits this game perfectly. It looks like it was made to be right here. I like it here because it also gets a chance to showcase its beautiful marquee. But it's a 4-player game and
4-player football.
4-player football,
with robots.
With robots, correct. And it's one of those games I didn't play too much back when I saw it on location because it was kind of expensive and my money ran out really quickly. But there's some good players here, some expert players that visit my arcade, so I'm hoping to learn from them and have some good battles.
Very cool. Here's another one you don't see very often.
Yes, this is arm wrestling.
Nintendo arm wrestling.
And this happened. Interesting fact. This is Nintendo's last arcade game, is my understanding.
Wow.
Before they went on and achieved
Versus
massive success.
10,
yeah.
This is a dual monitor cabinet like a Punch Out.
Yes, and this actually originally was a Punch Out. I just have the arm wrestling kit switched in for now. But this is if you were to pull it out, you'd see it has Punch Out side art. But I do have the side art to convert it over to arm wrestling if I like. I took a chance on this because people said it was a good game. I never played it really much in the arcade, although I saw it. But I got to say, after playing the game, it's a very, very, very fun game. I love Punch Out, but I also love arm wrestling. So this is a game that I kind of swap back and forth between. And yeah, it's just a fantastic game.
Nice.
Next to it is Mario Brothers Wide Body. It doesn't get as much love as Donkey Kong And I would love to add a Donkey Kong someday, but you know, again, I'm space constraint. But it's interesting with Mario Brothers. That's the first appearance of Luigi, if I'm not mistaken, along with the coins and the green
turtles,
pipes and the fireballs and the turtles and the crabs. Things that you kind of see on regular is kind of accepted now in the Mario Brothers world. But yeah, so it's a beautiful example of Mario Brothers wide body. It's a game I've always wanted for a long time.
Nice. And here's another game that's a highlight of your collection here, Tom.
Absolutely, it's a game that I've been searching for about 15 years, and like I said, my first game was a Crazy Climber Cocktail, and I learned later on. I learned about this Nichibutsu Crazy Climber Upright, which is a fantastic game, and I've been wanting one for a long time. But usually when they come up, they're really like just destroyed. The control panel is cracked usually.
There's not a ton of them out there,
and they're not. They're very, very difficult to find. If you can see here, look at that control panel. It's absolutely gorgeous.
It is.
The whole cabinet.
And it's metal. Is this screen printed, or how does this?
This is plexiglass.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So that's why a lot of them are broken. So if you find them in the wild, a lot of these are cracked and destroyed.
They die and they smash their fist on the control
lost
panel.
their shit, and yeah, they kind of. But they got these special controllers. These controllers are dedicated Nichibutsu controllers. Are different than the Taito version. And you'll feel it. They're very, very robust, and they usually don't break.
And it's got this wild, like pinstripe T-molding.
Yeah, the T-molding itself is actually blacklight reflective, and I didn't know until I brought the game in here that the art was that blacklight.
There's so much of it.
It's probably my most beautiful cabinet in the whole arcade, and it plays absolutely fantastic. It's one of my favorite games.
Yeah, and it especially on the control panel and the bezel, that blacklight effect really pops.
Oh yeah, and actually to even accentuate it, if you notice, I actually have a dedicated blacklight bar up here aimed right at it to help so there's no dead spots on it.
And again, with this artwork, we got all these incredible comic books everywhere.
Oh yeah,
this is great.
Yeah, in fact, let me turn them back on. Turn the lights back on.
Tom has put a ton of time and effort and money and everything into building. Like, this is the most incredible garage arcade that I have ever seen.
Thank you, appreciate that. And the Nintendo sign, dedicated Nintendo sign, I was very fortunate to have somebody offer it to me, a fellow collector, and he has a fantastic collection of Nintendo signs. And this one just seemed like it just fits the arcade really well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I jumped on the opportunity to grab that when I could.
And I think we have one more game here to check out, Tom.
Yeah, this one's one of my crown jewels. It's a Showstopper.
Just a little thing right here.
Yeah, just a little one. The one that you don't normally find. It's a game that I found. I played at Camelot Golfland in Yorba Linda.
This is a statement piece.
Yeah, so when you walk in, this is my Showstopper, Afterburner Deluxe. I was fortunate to find one of these for sale on eBay for $800.
And if you can't tell on the camera, this thing is it's the size of a car. It's the size of a car.
Yes. It's got a burn-free monitor. The monitor was swapped out. It's got new old stock pieces everywhere. So all the plastics have been replaced. The controller's new old stock. The throttle's new old stock. Every piece of plastic there is uncracked, which is a problem for most of these. I was super, super lucky that I actually probably have the only new old stock monitor bezel in existence as well. So you have a nice clear screen to look at. A lot of work has been put into this to get this working the way it should. Yeah, so it's one of those Showstopper games, and when people come in, that's the first thing they see as they enter my arcade. So like if you back out and you come back to the front door, you get the double hit of Spy Hunter and Afterburner Deluxe.
That's incredible. And then as you walk through, you find the Star Trek captain's chair back there in the corner. So let's just get another kind of just glamour shot of this whole thing, guys. It's really, this is something else, Tom. I am so jealous. You know, the only thing I don't like, there's only one thing. This Spy Hunter cockpit, the Spy Hunter sit-down, is too small to fit in my carry-on luggage. So I'm not going to be able to smuggle this out of here. But other than that, Tom, I love every single thing about this. Thank you so much. Again, guys, this is Fatherpain on the KLOV forums, the Claw forums. I know him as Tom. And yeah, what an incredible collection. Tom, thank you so much.
Thank you, Charlie. I really appreciate Overtime Arcade coming out here and featuring my arcade. I mean,
Awesome.
You're
All right.
welcome anytime to come
I
out
will
whenever
take you
I
up on that, but unfortunately I gotta go. So anyways, guys, let's head back to my sad paltry collection. I'm gonna miss this place. Well, guys, what do you think? Was that great or what? Yeah, I am so impressed and I'm so appreciative. I want to send out a huge thank you to Tom Fatherpain himself for rolling out the red carpet. Guys, he actually picked me up from the airport. Totally didn't need to do that. Gave me the huge, VIP celebrity treatment. I don't deserve that, Tom. Thank you so much. He threw a party, invited a bunch of folks. It was really amazing. I had an awesome time. It was great meeting everyone. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed getting to experience it with us too. I also want to say a huge thank you to Overtime Arcade channel members Zoner69 and Sean Cruikshank. These guys did a huge amount of work to set this all up. They got me connected with Tom. They made all of this happen. It would not have happened without them. So thank you, thank you, thank you to Zoner69 and Sean Cruikshank for helping me make this all happen. And guys, if you want to become an Overtime Arcade channel member like Zoner and like Sean, click that join button down below. Basically, you donate $1.99 a month. You help support this channel, and in exchange, you get access to some awesome perks. We do a monthly members-only live stream. You get early access to all new videos, and perhaps best of all, you get access to our private members-only Discord server, which you've heard me talk about this before. If you're not a part of this, you are missing out. It's a super awesome, positive, supportive community. People are constantly sharing what they're working on. I'm giving you behind-the-scenes access to what I'm working on. And yeah, if you recognize any of the names here, any of over 100 folks, reach out to them, ask them what they think about the Overtime Arcade channel membership program. It helps support this channel. And yeah, I thank all of you for all of that support. If this is your first time here, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment down below. Which game did you see in Fatherpain's arcade that you like the most? Anything you remember from your childhood? And yeah, do everything the YouTube algorithm wants you to do. The hype button, I still don't know what it does, but hopefully it does something. I'm sure it's positive. Anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching Overtime Arcade. I'm Charlie. God bless you all, and I'll see you next time.
Overtime!